and he forced her to watch him do something while he dropped his pants, shall we say, something like that. Hello, good evening, and welcome to tonight's video. Now tonight I'm going to be taking a look at my Jerry Lewis DVD and Blu-ray collection so far. Obviously I haven't got all of these films, and to be honest, all of these films aren't even available on DVD or Blu-ray, I don't think. And there's less available on Blu-ray than what there is on DVD, unfortunately. So I've got fewer of these films on Blu-ray than I have on DVD. But anyway, let's get going. And the first one I've got here is called The Bellboy. I've also got this in like a 4-film collection. I forgot to add that one to the ones I've got here, actually. Damn it! But it's got some of the same titles on that I've got here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, so this one's called The Bellboy, and I haven't watched this one yet, but I did see it a while ago. It's a very good film. I think it's considered one of these classic ones, as far as I can tell. But by the front cover, you might be thinking it's in colour, but it's actually in black and white. The cover's a bit misleading, as it's in full colour on the front, and it's even in colour on the back. Oh, sorry, I said on the black. I'm half asleep. I forgot to point that out. I haven't had much sleep. I was up earlier today, so I may not be able to talk properly, because when you're tired, you can't form your words properly. Anyway, there's a little picture there which actually is in black and white, so that's a definite clue that it is in black and white. And all of these ones on the DVDs are on Paramount, and some of them have got these sort of like borders round with pictures of Jerry Lewis's face making funny faces on and stuff. So that's that one. This is a UK version, by the way. Some of these are NTSC, at least one of them or two of them, I forget now. Right, on to the next one. The next one is one that I believe is out of print on DVD, and you can't get it on Blu-ray either, unfortunately. And this one's called The Disorderly Orderly. This is one of my favourite ones, actually. I remember watching this when I was a lot younger. I think it was on BBC quite a bit. They showed a season of his films one time. I remember I was watching all of his films on the season they were shown. Now I got this from, believe it or not, this is a Region 1 import, right? I was trying to get the Region 2 UK version, the PAL version, and I got this off CEX online, and it turns out to be a Region 1 NTSC American import. And I didn't know they were allowed to sell those, and I don't think they are. But what they've done is they've put a little sticker on here with the UK PG certificate on it, the crafty buggers. Have you seen that? Can you see that? That's a sticker. And they've done it on the back as well, if you can see that there. So very crafty. I could have sent it back, but the only reason I didn't was because it's out of print, and it was only £7. Still a bit steep for a DVD. It's second hand, like, but it's out of print, so everybody else was selling it for a lot more money than this one, including I think Amazon and eBay. Both had it like way higher than this. I don't know if this one was released in the UK. Does anyone know on DVD? Was it released, or was it only in America? Because I'm not sure. I'm confused, because they said there's this one with a sticker on, you see. So I thought I was going to get the UK version, but maybe there isn't one. So I haven't watched this one again. Like I say, I've seen it a while ago. Very funny film. And Jerry Lewis directs a lot of these films and writes them and produces them. I think he might have done this one, I'm not sure. But a lot of his films were, at least some of them were directed by somebody called Frank Tashlin. And he directed The Geisha Boy, I remember. And one of these other ones I've got here, which I forget which one it was now. So that's The Disorderly Orderly, and there's some nice pictures on the back there. Jerry Lewis has got his hand on top of a skeleton's head. Right, the next one is sort of a remake of Cinderella, and this one's called Cinderella. and this is a UK version. I'm not sure if this one's out of print or not, but some of the prices online are a bit high compared to the other ones. But I got this one for about £4 or something. I think I got it from a World of Books or We Buy Books or something like that. So it wasn't a bad price. This is a good one as well. And it's also got an audio commentary by Jerry Lewis on it. And I think the other one has as well, the Bellboy, I think. I forgot to check, but I think it has. Excuse me. Because if you're a Jerry Lewis fan, you will probably already know that he sadly passed away just a few years ago. But we've still got all these films to watch, thank God for that. And what have you. And here's the back cover of this one. And like I say, that one's got an audio commentary. I don't think there's much else on there. I think he's with somebody else called Steve Lawrence, I think, doing the commentary. Right now, the next one here is another favourite of mine. And this one's called The Patsy. And this is another UK release. Also not available on Blu-ray, neither is Cinderella. Forgot to mention that. And this one's got a few cameo appearances and small roles by the likes of Peter Lorre and Drew Barrymore's grandfather, is he called John Barrymore? I think he is, the horror guy who's in loads of horror movies and stuff. He's in it, and a few other people. I think even what's his face? I forget now. The gangster guy. I forgot his name. But a few famous faces from the past in classic movies and stuff are in this, you know. And there's the back cover of this one. All these are in anamorphic widescreen, by the way, and the PAL ones are better quality than the NTSC Region 1 imports. That's why I like to get the PAL versions if I can get them. So I was disappointed about the Disorderly Orderly one, because that is in NTSC. Because when you try to project them big on your screen, your cinema screen, NTSC looks a bit worse on at least quite a few of them than the PAL versions. So, like I say, I prefer the PAL versions. So that's that one. The next one, and by the way, the Patsy is in colour. It's not in black and white. Next one is this one. It's called, and this is a foreign version, but it's called the Delicate Delinquent. I have watched this one. The first disc I got, I had to get another copy because the disc was faulty and it was new. It was supposed to be new, and the disc kept freezing up in the middle. So the seller sent us another one. He just sent us the disc in a little envelope instead of sending us it with a new cover and everything. And I haven't checked that one yet, but I'll get around to it at some point, I think. This is a very good one. It also stars Darren McGavin, who's probably most famous for playing in the starring in the Night Stalker movies, in the Night Strangler, and he also did a TV series based on that. I think it was what's it called, the Night something Stalker. Maybe it's just called the Night Stalker, the series. I forget now. And this one's also in black and white. It's also a very good film. So all these are well worth checking out if you've never heard of Jerry Lewis, or even if you have and you haven't seen most of these or some of these. They're definitely worth getting a hold of. Believe me, he's very funny. I mean, Jerry Lewis is an absolute comedy genius, I think. I know a lot of people don't like him. And I mentioned in a previous video, by the way, that I watched this video here on YouTube where these actresses were getting interviewed about experiences with Jerry Lewis when they worked with him on some of his movies. And they were saying terrible things about him. So, one of them said that... I'll repeat what I said on the other video because I haven't put that video up yet. I'm a bit behind on some of my videos. One of them said that he locked her in a room with him at the film studio or something. I think it was there, somewhere like that. Don't think it was his house. And he forced her to watch him do something where he dropped his pants, shall we say, something like that. And she was absolutely mortified. And in the interview, I asked her how she felt about all that, and Jerry Lewis now, after all them things he did and stuff, and she went ballistic. I couldn't believe what she was saying. She was effing and blinding. Check out the video, it's on here. I forget what the video is called, but it's just a controversial video. Type in something about Jerry Lewis, the dark side of Hollywood or something like that. I forget where it was. Anyway, but I don't know if it's true what they're saying. It might be, it might not, I don't know. But you never know. Apparently he wasn't very friendly in person. He might have been to some people, but a lot of people he was very cold and calculated, and he didn't have much respect or time. That you wouldn't be very polite to people and stuff, you know, and treat them like trash and stuff like that. So anyway, that's the Delicate Delinquent. I still enjoy his films, and I still think he's very talented. He was very talented as a director and a writer and a filmmaker. And he's original. He's an original, you know. So there's the back cover of that one. You can see the black and white images from the movie there itself. And the next one, I've got 2 copies of this one. Because I had to rebuy it, you see, because the first one that turned up was an NTSC version again. And I meant to buy the PAL one, and either I made a mistake or they made a mistake on the list, and I forget now. But anyway, this is the PAL version, Region 2. And it's called The Errand Boy. And I still haven't watched this one either. I've probably seen it before ages ago. But like I say, I like pretty much all of his films. Some of them more than others, obviously. But I seem to remember this one was a good one as well. And there's the back cover of that one. I don't think there's any commentaries on this one by the looks of it. But the print's very small, so I haven't got the light shining on the back in this direction so I can read it properly. So that's The Errand Boy. And here's another copy of The Errand Boy. This one's the NTSC Region 1 version. Like I say, this is the one I bought first by mistake. And the resolution's not as good on these ones, like I say, so I bought the PAL version. I forget how much I paid for it. It's probably like £3 something or something. And the back cover is pretty much exactly the same, almost. And the last DVD I've got to show you is another main favourite of mine by Jerry Lewis. He directed and produced and wrote this, I believe. The set pieces on this one are amazing. He's in the film, he's basically in a house which has pretty much got nothing but women in it. Loads of them. And the camera like pans out backwards and you see all the different floor levels and all the women are doing different things in their rooms on this massive set. And this one's called The Ladies' Man. I wanted to get it on Blu-ray. It is available, but for some reason it's ludicrously expensive. The last time I looked it was over £30, and I think it's an Australian import. I think it is. A lot of his are on Australian imports for some reason. Not even US imports, but Australian ones. So that's The Ladies' Man. Very good film. Like I say, it's hilarious. There's some hilarious scenes in this. I highly recommend this one. I mean, I recommend most of them, but this one's particularly a very good one. And it's in colour as well. Lots of bright colours and everything. And this is the UK version. If the price comes down on the Blu-ray, I might get it. Or if I win the pools. Not that I do the pools. Or the lottery. Don't do that either. But if I did, I would buy it then if I won. If I was participating in it, that is. Right, so that's The Ladies' Man. And this is, like I say, they're all on Paramount. All these DVDs are on Paramount. Yeah, Paramount Pictures and Paramount DVD. Right, now onto the Blu-rays. And most of these are Australian imports. I got them off Amazon. They're still quite pricey, but they weren't too bad. They were about $9.99 each, most of them. Delivered. I got them on the free trial of Prime. So I got them like the next day and stuff. So the first Blu-ray I've got here is called Boeing Boeing. And it stars Jerry Lewis alongside Tony Curtis, who is of course, or was, Jamie Lee Curtis's father. And he was married to Janet Leigh at some point. And they had a kid and it was Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know if they had any others, but... And she was famous for starring in Psycho as Marion Crane, wasn't it? Who, Norman Bates, and he said enormous. Norman Bates famously murdered her in the shower. That was Jamie Lee Curtis's mother, of course. And in this film, it's about air stewardesses, and Tony Curtis is an airline pilot or something, and he's like cheating, having affairs with 3 different air stewardesses, and it's like a bit of a farce, you know. He's trying to hide them all from each other, and some of them they end up all turning up at the same time. His apartment, and there's a lot of opening and shutting of doors. One comes out, the other one goes in, then the other one comes out of another door, and he's trying to keep them secret from each other, like so they don't find out he's seeing them all at the same time. Very funny film, and Jerry Lewis plays a bit more of a straight type role in this. Not totally straight, but a lot straighter than what he normally does. He doesn't put on like his high-pitched voice, you know, he goes, I can't do it, my throat's a bit croaky, but you know what I mean, when he does the high-pitched voice and that, he doesn't really do that in this film. He talks like just in a normal voice. And it's in CinemaScope, I remember this one. Very good transfer as well. But there's one thing I must point out about these Blu-rays from Australia, if you're thinking of getting any of them. First of all, they don't have a menu, which is atrocious, especially considering the price. I mean, there's sort of a menu, but it's not a menu. It's just a big picture of the Blu-ray company logo, which I think's called, what is it? Shock. It's called Shock, which is exactly what I got when I saw the menu, because it wasn't really a menu. And there's no scene selection either, and there's no extras or anything, no commentaries, no nothing. But the transfers are excellent on these, so you can't complain too much. At least on most of them anyway. And there's the back cover of this one. The covers are nothing. The back covers are nothing to write home about either, unfortunately. So there you go. That's Boeing Boeing on Blu-ray, Australian import. And the next one is another Australian import, also from Amazon. And this one's called Who's Minding the Store? I watched this one also. This one's hilarious. There's a scene where Jerry Lewis is working in the store, you know, he works in this store, big department store, and he's trying to help a woman whose vacuum cleaner that you bought there is on the fritz, it won't suck anything up. So he fiddles with a few wires and stuff, and then it ends up being the exact opposite. It starts sucking everything up in the shop, including women's clothing and all sorts, ripping it off them while they're still wearing it. And it's people's dogs going up the hoover and everything. It's hilarious. That scene alone is the best scene. It's the best scene in the whole movie. The other scene I liked the best was where he was trying to move this huge television set on top of this thing above a double bed in the store, so the woman could see it, test the viewing angles from when she's lying on her bed. That was pretty funny as well. Very good film as well. Very good film. Highly recommend this one. And here's the back cover of this one. And they're all in anamorphic widescreen, by the way, so at least you've got that with very good transfers. And the next one is this one, which is called It's Only Money. But I haven't watched this one yet. I haven't got around to watching this one yet. This one's in black and white as well. I did watch a clip from it here on YouTube. It's a very good clip. Very funny film, so I'm definitely going to check this out at some point. And here is the back cover. I don't know all the actresses' names in a lot of these. I know some of them, but I keep forgetting them and stuff. I know in the Patsy one, what's her name? Actually, I do know her name, but I'm so tired tonight I can't remember it. She's got black hair and stuff. I forget her name. Anyway, the next one I've got here is a strange one. I got this from Amazon as well, and this one was only like around $9.99 or something as well. This one's like a Spanish import, I think. I'm not sure if it's like a bootleg copy or something, but the title's in Spanish, I think. And it's basically Rockabye Baby, and it's anamorphic widescreen. It's a very colourful film. I haven't watched it yet, but I did see a clip of it on YouTube. And on the back cover, it's actually just got still photos from, like, screenshots from the movie itself, which is not bad. It's better than the other ones, I suppose. On the back covers on most of the others. But the thing is, it's actually on a what do you call it? Like a blank Blu-ray disc. It's printed out properly with a picture on the disc and everything. But it's the other side of the disc is like a dark colour, like a black, and you can see like a different ring in the middle of the disc where the information of the film's been burned on. So is it like a burn on demand thing? I'm not sure. But anyway, I haven't checked it yet. I haven't had it on, so hopefully it'll be okay. So that's that one. It's called Bye Bye Babe. No, sorry, not Bye. Is it Bye Bye Baby? No, it's Rockabye Baby. I always get that one mixed up. I keep saying Bye Bye Baby instead of Rockabye Baby. So there you have it, Rockabye Baby. And the last one, the last but not least, which was made in 1983, I believe, and it stars Robert De Niro alongside Jerry Lewis, and it's called The King of Comedy, which apparently the recent Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix was actually highly influenced by, because Jerry Lewis plays like a like a chat show host or something, and Robert De Niro is like a obsessive fan, and he's keep like trying to meet up with him and talk to him and stuff, and interview him and stuff like that, you know, like hang around him. He keeps having several attempts to speak to him, and it always backfires and all sorts. I haven't seen it for a while, but it's a very good film, and apparently a lot of people are saying the character that Jerry Lewis plays in this, the way he is in this film, was very close to how he actually was in real life when the cameras weren't rolling. So maybe he was just more or less playing himself in this one. He wasn't putting on a character, you know, just playing himself, almost, you know, pretty much. So anyway, this one is a UK release, and it's a PG certificate, and it is on, I think it's on 20th Century Fox Blu-ray. Well, I hope the transfer's alright, because I haven't had it on yet. Right, well, that's pretty much it. That's my complete Jerry Lewis movie collection so far on Blu-ray and DVD, apart from the one I mentioned that I forgot to show you here, which was the one with 4 films in one pack. But I've got them all here separately, I think I have anyway. So there you have it. That's my Jerry Lewis collection. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, can you please give us a little like? And that would help me out a lot. And I'll be very thankful for that. So thanks very much in advance. And I guess I'll be saying bye for now. So I'll see you all next time. And let me know what your favourite Jerry Lewis film is, if you can. And let me know which movies you've got of his, and what formats, if you like. And what have you. And if you've got a video that you've made of your collection of Jerry Lewis movies, send us a link and I will check it out, okay? So thanks very much for watching, and bye for now. Ta-ra now.